so we were standing around the kitchen table having dinner and getting ready to have dinner, and I said, Tyler, we need an 8th man on ABH. You want to come? And all the kids were like, what? What? He gets to go to ABH? Wait a minute, that's not fair. I mean, it was like major uproar in the whole house. And he was like, what? Seriously?
I thought it was a joke, honestly. I didn't think he was serious, but it's crazy. It's like, I've always grown up just always watching the ABH videos and just like so stoked about it, but never thought I'd actually go in there.
So it's a rare opportunity to have a son come on an ABH.
I don't see how this is fair. Like, I had to go through initiation, banged up, beat up, almost die to be able to do these ABHs. But Tyler thinks he can just come on in here, mosey on like he's just taking the trolley, and just join us like there's no initiation.
All the brothers are here. I think this is the first ABH, all 7, the whole trip, plus 1.
Heading all the way to Friday Harbor so we can get in our kayaks and hunt down some orcas, and it's gonna be awesome. How many have you lost?
0, but I'm going to go ahead and extrapolate the next 3 days. 8. Yeah.
We just finished the tutorial rundown from Tim. Sounded something like this. So you want to stay close to this island and go over here. If you hit this riptide, you're going to be in big trouble. So you don't want to do that. You want to make sure you go left here. And if you go up this channel, you're probably going to die.
This is Ryan and I's first ABH together.
Yeah.
Whoa! Every time I thought, oh, Vaughn, you were there. Oh, no, he wasn't. Hey, Vaughn, you were there.
See that white one? That's
no,
how big
he
the
wasn't.
kayaks.
Nice, Logan. Thanks for opening the door for us, Logan. Now it's a game of, like, who do you want to kayak with? Like, who do you entrust yourself with? How you feeling about this?
Pretty stoked.
It's pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
Just think, this time tomorrow, it'll be 15-knot winds and pouring rain.
Wow, that gets me excited.
Everyone looks pretty solid. The boats are being packed at the moment. Worried about that Brent guy. I think he might, he's capsize potential. Capsize alert all over him.
I think we're about ready to go. There's actually plenty of room for everything that we brought, so that's good news. We're excited to get out of here. We got good instruction, and we feel completely prepared for this. Looking forward to it. Ready to do this. Sweet. Engineered to amaze. GoPro, stop recording. So we're about 15 minutes in, and early thoughts are these kayaks kind of book, man. You know, only other real frame of reference were those canoes at Ross Lake. And those felt a lot more LARPy than this. This was a good choice so far.
Hanging on to the visual, I wanna be invisible. Looking at my years like I'm out of dumb. Everybody needs to be a part of them. Never be enough on the prodigal son. I was born to run, I was born for this. Whip, whip, roll me like a racehorse. Pull me like a ripcord. Break me down and build me up. I wanna be the slip, slip. Word up on your lip, lip. Ready let you rip, rip. Break me down and build me up. Whatever it takes. Woo! Cause I love the adrenaline. Yeah. It's hard to imagine how the currents work, you know, when you're just
standing at a kiosk looking at a map, having a guy explain it to you. It was almost like whitewater rafting on a river. It's very cool. We took a quick lunch at our little cove back there, and we're heading off to what's called Yellow Island. It's straight ahead of us, about a half mile or so. And who? Just left Yellow Island, the nature conservatory. We saw some vulture thingies and some like sea lion dogs, and there were some cool funky trees with like red bark. Now we're on to the final destination for the day, Jones Island.
Years. Still got this.
Still got that?
I've discovered it works well enough if I don't put my head on it, then my knees get some padding. Wow. That's the secret.
I bring 2 full-size body air pads. 2. 1, 2. Yeah, this camp spot's pretty awesome. It feels like we're on the Cape. Kind of like Cape Horn or something like that. We've got pretty much a 180-degree view of the water. We can see it from left all the way to right. You can see a beautiful yacht out there. The water actually comes in behind us, so we're jutted out on this beautiful area.
This is Logan's 6-man tent. I don't know if you're keeping track.
Yeah, you got to fit one more across here.
2.
Yeah, you get the whole
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I make 8.
You need 6 across.
So now we're trying to Tetris ourselves into a 6-man tent. One time when we were younger, we went backpacking in Montana. We only brought one tent because it was super nice, and we were like, it's not gonna rain. And it rained all night, like the whole night. And we were spooning with each other all night. It was the worst. That's what we're angling for here.
I wonder what if we did 4 and 4 with our feet all in the middle.
Like you're upside down?
Then your head will
Well, and then maybe we just turn the whole thing again.
What if we just lay on top of each other?
Stand up. I'm looking forward to a good sleep tonight. There's going to be people laying on top of me and underneath me, feet in my face. It's going to be sweet.
This is a friendly game of spike ball with a couple of deer as our spectators.
We're having Glacier Park flashbacks here, where we got the deer who are just completely unafraid of humans.
just got out of bed. It's like 9:30. We got in pretty late last night. And there's these like zombie deer just like walking off with our stuff. Whoa! They'll seriously be back in like 10 seconds. They know that there's really nothing I can do.
Brent was throwing pine cones at it and whacking it, and it was just standing there staring at it. Check this out. We'll see how close we can get. He'll think this is food. He'll probably try and eat it. All I gotta say about that is, keep an eye on your hats and anything with salt on it, which is pretty much everything, because he ran off with my hat at Glacier, and I'm still looking for it.
On county land, you just mean he's not in the city.
Not incorporated, right?
Yeah.
Lately, I've been building things, castles and airplanes. I've been painting pictures from my dreams. Yeah, I'm done waiting. Whoa.
Juge chose the hammock, which spared us a little bit of room. All in all, we stayed plenty warm. And then in the middle of the night, Logan's like, dude, there's a deer. And I look up like this. There's the deer with the little antlers, like 12 inches from my face. Like chewing on a leaf. It's like the attack of the zombie deer was back.
I kept hearing this like squawky chatter of raccoons.
Like what?
It was like, meep, meep, and then it'd be like, it was. I was like, what was that? A cougar? That must be a raccoon. But they were like growling at each other. It was like full on battle zone out here. And so then, and every once in a while, I thought I would hear a bag being drug across the ground. I'm like, oh great, they're probably hauling all our stuff out into the woods. Thankfully, when we got up this morning, all of our stuff is still here.
I got to snuggle with Vaughn's bum and
That's pretty special.
and kick Brent in the face. That was pretty sweet.
It was nice. Every time the wind blew, I got rocked back to sleep. I also heard the raccoons in the middle of the night, and I was thinking about chasing them off or staring at them, but I didn't want them to know I was there because I was afraid they'd come attack me.
Tyler woke up in the middle of the night and thought somebody had started a fire. I think Andrew the same thing because of the crackling sound that it makes. When I heard it, it was more like that really fast rattle that you keep hearing now. And I at first thought it was like some kind of animal interacting with the raccoons, so it fooled more than one of us.
So we came in last night at high tide. You can see how far the water is out there. When we rode up, those are our. You see how high up on the shore our kayaks are, and they were only a couple feet away from the edge of the water when we pulled them out. And so overnight, it has come down, probably 7 or 8 feet. We've got 2 more hours of tide going out before it starts to come back in. So we want to head that way because the tide's moving that way. It's going to be interesting because the wind is coming this way, but the tide's going that way.
We had started eating these seeds, and I just threw them in there, didn't think twice about it. And we came this morning, they're ripped open, gone. All the shells are there, and they ate every single nut, dude. That's crazy.
Be my lucky day. The stars align and clouds are gone away.
We just decided after a strong 15 minutes of paddling, we just needed a break. We're bringing it in tight like a team. And we're gonna have some tropical Skittles.
It's gonna be my lucky day. The stars align and clouds are gone away. We're big enough to fill the Milky Way. And we're not afraid. It's my lucky day. Gonna fly around the world. Now everybody know my time is now. My friends at home are pointing from the
Logan talks about this chair all the time, like it's got some magical power or something, so I thought I'd come over and check it out. And I feel like I can't get out. I would like somebody to bring me my lunch. I'm gonna have a nap right here. I'm pretty much gonna stay here the rest of the day, actually. This is nice. Thanks, Logan.
We ate lunch, and then everybody just kind of like, we were kind of like the seals on the rocks. We were just like laying around, doing nothing, hanging out, taking pictures. Flew the drone. These pictures are cool. Now, because it's only like 1:30, we need something adventurous to do, ABH like to do. So as you can see, we're all suited up to jump in the ocean because we have to do stuff that's crazy.
Here we go, boys.
Yeah, about 10 minutes and you die in this stuff. Oh yeah! That's crossed on! Polar bear! That is polar bear! Carnage! Oh yeah! Oh, that's cold. Oh, on the gonads.
So we just did a little jumpity jump in the ocean, the freezing waters. Seemed colder than a mountain lake for some dang reason, but you know, we warmed up just in time for it to rain on us while we were changing. Got everything waterproofed, and we're just like, well, let's get back in our kayaks and go check some stuff out. Let's see if we can check out an old store, maybe get some ice cream, maybe get some burgers later. I don't know. You know, the world is our oyster. So
it just says for Logan.
Misunderstanding.
I mean, don't you think Tim maybe swung by here and dropped this off?
Hey, is today Thursday?
That's true.
No, it's Friday. I mean, right?
That's for the ice
here's
cream.
some keys. I mean, I got my driver's license. It says Logan on it.
We found those little popcorn things you put over the fire. So Logan got a couple of them, which is awesome. Only problem is there's no wood on that island to burn. So we talked to the old shop guy, and he's like, yeah, I got some wood in the back. I can hook you up. And now we can have popcorn.
Yeah, popcorn.
And there's no critters on this island. No zombie deer, no fighting raccoons.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to rain, so Jude can sleep in the hammock again.
Yeah, dude.
It's going to be sweet, right, dudes?
Yeah. Did you say it's not raining?
That's what I said. Oh. So we're here on Orcas Island. We invented a game. We're on our third version of the game. The first two were failures. Bad throw, bad catch, you get a letter. This is what our game has evolved into. The frisbee, the football, and the spike ball. You yell a person's name, and then you huck it at them. Occasionally, you get two at once. Ryan! Here we are, fourth version of our game. Now it's the high ground against the low ground.
Welcome to the Orcas Island Hotel and Cafe. We are going to experience a fine dining experience in a historic building here on Orcas Island. It's raining outside and we've been playing various different ball sorts of games for the last hour and a half and worked up a little bit of an appetite. Okay, this is where we have to go before it gets dark. Way out there in the rain, there's a little island, and that's where we're going.
Here's what's happening. We just finished our burgers. It's 8 o'clock. The sun set 20 minutes ago. Woo! So now it's raining, and we're gonna jump in our kayaks and go a mile across this bay to where our campsite is. Probably muddy.
Hopefully our sleeping area is dry.
Yeah.
If not, I'm coming back here and getting a room.
This is what a true ABH is made of. Right, Birch?
What's that?
Right?
You got it. Nobody does this. That's why we call it ABH.
So last year, when we were swimming in the beach in Green River or wherever that was, those people all thought we were gay. So we're pretty sure that everybody in this southern Utah town at this beach thought that we were a group of gay dudes frolicking on the beach all afternoon.
Yes, I actually heard a guy say, "Hey, the gay beach is over there." Uncool.
You have your own personal
We're not helping our case this year, all sleeping in the same tent.
What do you need?
8 people in a 6-man tent.
If they could see us now, man. Is this everything you ever hoped it would be, Tyler?
No, even more.
When you were like, I get to go on ABH? Does that mean I get to sleep in the same tent as all of my uncles?
Pretty much in the same bed as all my
Yeah.
You know, usually when I pee, I just kind of look around and enjoy the view. Just relax. And then I look down to zip up my zipper and everything around me is glowing. And I'm like, what is that? Like, I don't want to call people down to look at my pee. That would be kind of strange.
And all of a sudden we hear Brent, "You gotta come see the glowing water!" We're like, what? And he thought his pee was glowing, like radioactive, or maybe he had a disease or something like that. Turn off our headlamps, we're standing at the edge of the water, and he throws a rock in. And sure enough, wherever the waves moved from that rock, the water was glowing. It was the most amazing thing ever.
And it was amazing, dude. Seriously, like when I peed, it disturbed everything. And so it literally started glowing. And I've never seen anything like it in my life. I've seen fireflies. Yeah, those are cool. They ain't got nothing on this.
And so we spent the next half an hour throwing rocks in and moving the water around and stirring it with logs and just watching the water glow. There's these bioluminescent algae that are actually real in the Salish Sea. Who'd have thunk it? But it was one of the most amazing things I've ever seen. Like, it's pitch black outside, and wherever the water ripples, it glows. Like, how does that happen?
Honestly, it's one of the coolest things I've ever seen, besides my babies. I love you.
How you doing, Tyler?
Pretty good, you know, I just cruised along, forgetting that I'm steering, and I'm like, Brent, why are we going in zigzags? And I didn't realize I'm the one steering. Oops.
So we're partway through our morning here on day 3.
Still haven't seen any orcas or whales. Seen lots of seals, which are cool. Lots of cool birds, starfish, glowing algae, etc. But we haven't seen crabs, but we haven't seen any orcas or whale tails or anything. So we saw a couple of like whale watching groups. At least that's what we think they were. Go by.
Are you going to the whales? Where are the orcas?
And so, kind of following them, and I don't know, we're just hoping for the best. False alarm, that boat was not a whale watching boat. It's like they were going to some camp over here. Our hopes were up just for, and now they're. So we are in the middle of the ocean, and Birch, with his bladder pee problems, he's got to go. He is kneeling up in his canoe. We're stabilizing it for good measure. Check it out. How's it going, Birch?
It's going good.
Do not try this at home.
I'm fine with it as long as you guys are here to stabilize my kayak. Appreciate it.
We got you, man. I'm here for you. There's no way Birch does this without getting any pee on himself, Impossible. What's the little rhyme?
No matter how you wiggle, no matter
how you dance.
last drop always. Never heard that before. I'm one with nature, and nature is one with me. And this is the Salish Sea, and in it, I go pee.
We're on the beach having a little snack before we were gonna head back to, our launch point to get out and be done. And as these guys are all jumping in their kayaks, orcas, boom.
We kept going up and down.
Did they?
Spraying. Got some kicks.
Cool.
That was awesome.
We saw one, kids.
That was cool.
Can't believe it happened. Can't believe it happened. I was just thinking, the only whale I got to see was the picture of the shirt that Annie made for me. Thanks, Annie. But no, we got to see the real deal. It was sweet.
Yeah.
Give me some paddle.
Paddle. Thanks for the silent prayer to Grandpa Ditto.
Was it just this morning where we were like, You know, seems like Dad could hook us up. We just see one, maybe two. That would be awesome. That's all we need. And we got it. And we got it. Save the best part for last. Now we're just sitting in an eddy, letting the tide get faster and faster, building up our energy to row around the island against the tide.
These days my waves get lost in the ocean. 7 billion swimmers, man, I'm going through the motions. Hit up a flare, need love and devotion. Traded for some faces that I'll never know, notion. Maybe I should try to find the old me. Take me to the places and the people that know me. Trying to just connect, thinking maybe you could show me. There's so many people here, then why am I so lonely? Can I get a connection? 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 Good friends, hard to find, let's face it. Buy the perfect home when there's a flood in the basement. Made a couple dollars now and I ain't trying to chase it. Kids from Oklahoma, man, we don't waste it. I'm just trying to paint the picture for me. Something I could give a damn about in maybe 40 years. And I'll be ready and willing and able to edit the story. Cause there's so many people here to be so damn lonely. Can I get a connection? 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 I can see it in my reflection. Oh, can I get a connection? Can I get a connection? Right now, I'm switching to a new lane. Foot to the floor, man, searching for the real thing. Need somebody else, sometimes ain't no shame. Head to the clouds, saying, it's like, can I get a connection? 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 I can see it in my reflection. Oh, can I get a connection? Can I get a connection? Trying to find the whole me.
Between the island, mate. Check out the island over there.
Can you swim to the island, Brett?
It's pretty awesome. I feel like I should dive in and go for it, huh?
Oh, I'm scared of pour.
We could totally forge a sword from the fire right now if you wanted to.
Just no fireworks in the toilet, so I'll have to go somewhere else.
Can only talk about our feelings for so long, Birch.
His rudder's up!
His rudder's
up! Jude got him! Yeah! Oh,
Great googly moogly.
Hey, hello.
You do got it down. It's like a dance. It's like a dancing tongue twister.